It's a beautiful Monday morning here again, here in the city of Ibadan. Welcome to another episode of Review on the Street. We are back on the street to hear the views of the bystanders as regards some of the top stories making the headlines. In our usual way, we'll be engaging them, and their views will be a collective one, and we give a side as a kind of a light and a directions towards some of the challenges we are facing Nigeria as a nation. As we see on the Vanguard newspaper, we see the reactions of the naval personnel. Looking at the headline, said slain naval personnel, armed forces, post to battle ESN. That is the Eastern Security Network. That is coming from the Navy chief. So now, what could be the rationale? Recently, we heard about what happened, that in the eastern region, the killings of about 20 police personnel and other members of the Nigeria Navy. So as regard that, I think is the federal government, is it the position of the federal government that the ESN, that is the Eastern Security Networks, are the brain behind the killings of these of the naval staffs and the security personnel in that region?
It's true. So they are the one that are behind it, and they have to be held responsible because as I was saying, you see, so they have nothing. They have as long as they cannot intervene and talk to them, discuss with them, dialogue with them. As long as they cannot do that, there's no point attacking them. So that's why they have to retaliate now. When you attack something, even animals too. When you attack animals, what do you expect to do? If you just turn back and say, okay, I'm blaming first himself. You see? So that is what the problem is. So if they want to attack anybody like that, they just have to discuss with them.
Okay, sorry. Are you saying that the ESN, that is the Eastern Security Network, are the brain behind the killings? Is that what you are trying to establish?
I cannot say because I'm not in there. I'm not there, so I cannot say. So what I can only say is that everybody, they are preparing for their own security. So so if that community policing is given to every state now, so there should have been a very, but as long as they don't want to come in like that, they don't want to give any state state policing, community policing. So they have to find their own way of maintaining their own state. So that is why, like other states now, these Igbo people, they have done so many own work, and they have organized themselves unlike other states. So if at all they do something like this, they have to find out what is the cause. A family, a father and a mother, a family, breaking up a family. Somebody in a family cannot do something wrong without investigating, telling the person, okay, what happened? Why did you do this? At least you have not been doing it. So there must be something wrong. So let them know that, okay, what is wrong, and hire things out.
Special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, says that it is not enough to focus on negatives, that we should dwell more on the positive part of this government so as to achieve a common front. What is your take? Is it wrong for the public to look at some of the loopholes or some of the imperfected areas in which the government have been trending as a way of calling the attentions of the government, right, and wake them from their slumber? Is there anything wrong with that? Or is it saying this for us to, as a nation, to divulge every negative information and focus on the good one, so as to have a good atmosphere in politics? Thank you, Mr. Femi Adesina. He made it right, but when the negative is more than positives, people will focus in negatives. But nowadays, Nigeria, people will focus on the negative part. Yes, people will focus on negative parts in this Nigeria. One is negative more than positives, because in this Nigerian, the negative things is higher than positives. The state of the nation, do you think the government is not doing enough? For now, looking at the state of the nation, do you think the federal government is not doing enough? The federal government is not doing enough. This is work hard. And you think the negative overwhelms the positive, right? The negative now is more than positives. The negative now is more than positives. When the positive more than negative, people will focus on positives. Because we need to bring down the negatives. It's not good for the negative to higher than negative to positives. When the negative higher than positives, things will not be okay within individuals still. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Benue ó ní wípé wọ́n ṣe àkọlù sóhun lójú ọ̀nà wípé tí kò bá ṣe wípé Ọlọ́run tó ní kó ń jáfáfá ìpè ń tàn wí kọ́ ni àbámọ̀ wí. Àwọn tó sì jẹ́ mi etí àlà tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún ọgùn àwọn Haúsá lóhùn, àwọn sọ pé irọ́ ló ń pa pé nítorí kó mọ̀ sọ bí òjú pé torí pé kò sí àgbọ́yépọ̀ láàrin wọn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. So báyìí ní lónìí a wá rí nínú Vanguard wípé ìjọba àpapọ̀ lábẹ́ àṣẹ olórí àwọn ọlọ́pàá that is IG, Inspector General of Police, ó ti wá mú àwọn ikọ̀ kan, àwọn ọkọ̀ aṣèwádìí pé kí wọ́n lọ ṣèwádìí nípa àkọlù tí wọ́n ṣe sí Autumn. Ṣé ẹ̀yin rò wípé àsìkò tó yẹ kó ṣe lélẹ́yìí ni àbáwọn ò rí àpẹẹrẹ páwọn nǹkan yìí ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀? Kí lè ròyìn bàbá?
Àsìkò tó yẹ kó ṣe kọ́ yìí gbàrà tí kìíní yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, I'm a retired police officer. Gbàrà tí kìíní yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ló ti yẹ kó deploy àwọn investigation officers to that area láti ṣèwádìí. Even from print, everything gbọ́dọ̀ wà. Torí ó ní nǹkan kan tí wọ́n ti some object tí wọ́n mú wá bẹ̀ wọ́n. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín. Ṣé ẹ rí n tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà? Àdúrà ní ká kún fún nípa mèrètè àwọn Fúlàní ọ̀nà Fúlàní. It happened láyé Ọ̀yọ́ empire nígbà kan. Inú mú kí Ìlọrin wà ní under Haúsá. Nígbà tá àkíyèsí yẹn wọ́n ti wọ̀ á lára. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ti wọ̀ á lára báyìí. Tá a bá sì ṣọ́ra nítorí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ó yọ wá ni. Ṣé rí ní Nàìjíríà lónìí there is no security. Nígbà wà ní service, security wà tó tight. Before any other things, information ti máa get into, but kò sí information mọ́. Secondly, àìsí iṣẹ́ ó ń fa gbogbo àwọn ntọ́sẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí fún péréte tí mo lè rí lọ́rọ̀ ti àwọn Fúlàní ọ̀nà Fúlàní. Ṣé rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní fún gọ́fúnà yẹn ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá pé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ irọ́ ni.
Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá, àwọn táwọn èèyàn fi ń rò bẹ́ẹ̀, àwọn kan ń rò lọ́gùn tí wọ́n wípé irọ́ ni Autumn ń pa, torí wọ́n wò wípé ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti sọ wípé kí wọ́n máa yìnbọn at site tó bá rí èèyàn tó gbé AK-47 lọ́wọ́ tó fi òsì fààyè gbà wípé kí wọ́n máa yìnbọn fún un. A sì mọ̀ wípé gómìnà gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Benue ó ní àwọn àjọ elétò ààbò tó yí ká, ọlọ́pàá wà níbẹ̀, DSS wà níbẹ̀, Mopo wà níbẹ̀ tó yí wọn ká. Bóun ló ṣe wá jẹ́ sí agbára àwọn eléyìí sójú tí wọ́n lọ ni. Wọ́n ti sọ wípé bóyá wọ́n yìnbọn fúnra wọn, pé bóyá ní táwọn olóògbé pé ní exchange of firearms láàrin wọn. Ṣé ìlà wọn kan fún wọn wò pé àbírọ́ ló ń pa ni àbó òótọ́ ni? Kí lè ro ti yín pa èyí?
Very nice. Ṣé ẹ rí nígbà tí àwọn enemy bá wà nearby tí àwọn troops wà, àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín, tí wọ́n wà tí wọ́n bá ti rí i pé wọ́n máa overpower wọn, then we run away. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí mo wà ní east, when I'm serving in the east, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gọ́fúnà kan bẹ́ẹ̀ kí pé wọ́n lé o bẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ attack ẹ̀, but due to the security wọ́n escape. Ní tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà lónìí, àdúrà ní ká kún pé mi tó ń repeat ẹ̀. There is no security wà, but kò tight. Níbi tó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ̀dọ̀ àwọn security tí wọ́n sọ̀dọ̀ wọn bẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun gan bàbá, ẹ ṣeun. Gbọ́ Congress wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ wípé tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ tún wọn bá wọ́n nǹkan ṣe sí sórí ọ̀rọ̀ gbé epo tó ń gbẹnu sókè yìí bí ìnira ni ó jẹ́ fáwọn aráàlú. Bàbá kí lè ro ti yín?
Ìnira ló máa jẹ́ actually because epo yìí a ní refinery 3 or 4 places, ọ̀kan wà ní Kaduna, ọ̀kan wà ní Port Harcourt, ọ̀kan wà ní Warri. Wọ́n maintain rẹ̀ donkey years náà ló ti wà ní ti àbádọ́n rẹ̀. Kò ní ìdí ká ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa lọ pé à ń lọ ra epo lókèèrè tó bá yẹ pé ìjọba bá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí nítorí yẹ kí wọ́n ti náà ìjọba tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ náà eléyìí bá tẹ̀lé kì í ṣe pé nítorí yẹ tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kò yẹ kí wọ́n fowó léwó epo. Like now mo rò pé wọ́n ní Dangote ní refinery wọ́n máa ta ọ́ìlì fún ibẹ̀ náà láti máa rà. Àwọn tá a ní tẹ́lẹ̀ kí ni ó yẹ ká tún sí, ó yẹ ká tún sí kó jẹ́ pé ó wà standard kí wọ́n lè máa rí epo rà ní ń fa ọ̀wọ́n epo pé àwọn fuel subsidy tí wọn náà ò sanwó mọ́ kò ní ìdí fuel subsidy tí wọn bá ti tún refinery wá sí ìyẹn dá mi lójú.
Bàbá ó jẹ́ ń tó bà ní lọ́kàn jẹ́ púpọ̀ nínú ìwé ìròyìn yẹn rí ó ń ṣàlàyé fún wa pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà jẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè kan ṣoṣo tó sì jẹ́ wípé a sì ń import a sì ń gbépo wọlé nínú àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó lọ ń fi ohun àlùmọ́ọ́lù epo yìí tó fi jíǹkì. Bàbá bó lè yín ṣe rí nínú èrò tiyín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà?
ẹ rí a níjọba kí ni reason ni pé ní Saudi and other country bíi Iraq wọ́n ní ilé epo tí wọ́n ń pọ̀ nbẹ̀ àwọn tó ń tẹ́ àwọn aráàlú yẹn lọ́rùn débi pọ́n àti ọ̀bá níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ní iye àmọ́ tí wọ́n gbà lóṣù ṣùgbọ́n ní Nàìjíríà látìgbà táwa ti ń ṣe àwa ò rí pé bóyá wọ́n ti ẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan kan àárí ẹ̀kún náà rí ẹ̀tọ́ kankan lórí epo àwa láti lépo yìí àìsàn àwọn tí wọ́n tún ní tí wọ́n wà lókèrè tó ń jàǹfààní rẹ̀ ju àwa lọ ìjọba ló fa gbogbo èyí.
Local government àti state government wọ́n ń ṣe ìpinnu láti rí pé kí wọ́n tún gbé sókè díẹ̀ lákòókò tí ó ṣiṣẹ́ tá a ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ tí wọ́n ń wáṣẹ́ tí wọ́n parí ilé ìwé tí ó ṣiṣẹ́ ètò ọrọ̀ ajé òòrè tó dẹnu kọlẹ̀ yìí láwọn àkókò kan ní 2015 a rí wípé ìpínlẹ̀ bíi 20 ó lé sókè díẹ̀ tó fẹ́ tó bí 30 bí ò bá tiẹ̀ wọ 30 la rí wípé ó nira fún wọn láti san owó oṣù òṣìṣẹ́ ní déédéé àwọn kan tiẹ̀ ń san láàbọ̀ tó yẹ pé àwọn bíi 10 nínú wọn ló ń san láàbọ̀ ó wá yá báyà tí wọn ṣé àkókò tó tiẹ̀ yẹ lélẹ̀ ká máa ronú wípé o ti fẹ́ mú IGR o ti fẹ́ ṣe bí ẹni fẹ́ gbẹnu sókè díẹ̀ sótọ́.
kò tọ́ wọ́n fara ní ìlú ni because restructure yẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì jù when we have 3 regions ntí mo witness ní kẹ́ sí àṣẹ kálukú maintain bí ìjọba rẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ déédéé láti òkè ní kíní yìí ti wọ́ tọ́wọ́ yìí pé iṣẹ́ bá wà nígbà ayé wà tí ayé dùn tọ́mọ bá jáde secondary school wọ́n jáde báyìí wọ́n fi ká àtẹ̀ǹdì ni ó sì ń ríṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsìn nígbà tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ kò sí kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí wọ́n tún máa increase nǹkan kan fún like me now wọ́n mú ìwé kan wá pé a máa sanwó kan lọ́dọọdún ní ilé tí kálukú kọ́ wọ́n wá fún mi ní last week wọ́n ní 7,000 or 15,000 lọ́dún with all place ọmọ ìdí sọ fún mi pé ló lá máa san wọ́n ní mo lè kọ́sọ 7,000 as a retired officers yóò sì mí ìsìn kankan lè pọ́n àmọ́ náà ní àṣìṣe ẹni tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ni pé restructure yẹn tí ò bá sí tí ò sí ní Nàìjíríà yẹn at last ọlọ́mọdé kò láàbù.
Members of the National Assembly are planning on taking a move on how to delist local governments as the third tiers of government. Do you think it's an actions in the right direction?
That action is a wrong action. They cannot delete the local government because it's the top, it's the nearest government to the masses. Because if not the local government, many things will get in the city. We will not get it. The local government give us many things that people don't expect sometimes. Because in the local government, we get many people that working there. If they knock out the local government in this government now, well, those people that working in local government, what are they expect from them? Automatically, unemployment will be still in increase.
Thank you very much, sir. This is what we'll be running on for today's episode on newspaper review on the street. I am the regular anchor Yekin Abidemi, and behind the camera is Ibrahim. You can always join us on our social media platform. YouTube, you can join us on Heritage TV, on Facebook, Heritage TV. Till next week, we shall be meeting again. Stay blessed. Thank you.